Hello, this information is presented by the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences Academic Advising and Resource Center. It is designed to provide registration guidance to intended political science majors. Our advising center houses 7 full-time professional advisors. You will be assigned to one of us because you are an intended major within our college. We will assist you for the first 1 to 2 years. Once you complete certain major requirements, typically after about 3 to 4 semesters, you will be officially declared into your major. We will then transition you over to your major department so you can receive a faculty advisor. Your faculty advisor will assist you through graduation. After you complete orientation and register for classes, you'll be assigned to someone in our center. They'll reach out to you via your ECU email. Your advisor will be listed in Pirate Report, Banner, and DegreeWorks, and you are welcome to reach out to us with questions. Political Science offers 2 degrees, the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science. Both degrees require 120 hours to graduate and require nearly identical core courses, so you don't have to immediately decide which one you'd like to pursue. You have time. The Bachelor of Arts consists of 40 hours of general education, foreign language through level 4, your core courses, and a required minor. The Bachelor's of Science consists of 40 hours of general education, your core courses, a concentration, and a required minor. Concentrations include the following 4. 1. Campaigns, elections, and American politics. 2. International relations and comparative politics. 3. Pre-law. And 4. Public administration and policy / state and local government. The Bachelor of Arts degree has more room for free electives and therefore is a little bit easier to add a double major onto. The catalog also provides an alphabetical list of all the minors we offer. Since both the Bachelor's of Science and the Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science require a minor, I encourage you to start reviewing these now, and you may even want to take a course for a potential minor if you're not sure what you would like to minor in the fall, just to test something out. A lot of these minors also incorporate classes that are general education courses, so you can strategically explore a minor while completing general education requirements. This is a sample for your plan for the political science major. I want to stress the word sample because there are many possible course combinations that lead to graduating in 4 years. Both the BA and the BS in political science degrees start off with the same intro political science courses followed by general education. For example, we prefer you to take 2 political science courses in the fall. However, if that's not possible, you can take 1 in the fall and take 2 in the spring instead. Also, even though we list English 1100 in the fall, we expect that about half of our students will take English 1100 in the spring, and that's perfectly fine. You'll notice that your first 2 semesters are composed of general education classes. This means as long as you take gen ed classes for your major, you'll be on track. Even though we have foreign language listed in your first semester for our BA majors, it is fine to postpone. Just don't wait too long. Postponing a semester or even to the beginning of your sophomore year is fine, but you don't want to wait till your junior year to start Spanish. You'll also see in the final 2 years of the BA, there's plenty of room to add on a double major and still graduate in 4 years. But we have plenty of time to discuss that later. If you are bringing in advanced placement credit, this slide shows you the minimum scores needed and what credit you will be receiving for those scores. We typically receive AP scores from College Board in early July. If you have questions about this, please consult your academic advisor. If you are bringing in college level transfer credit, you can look up course equivalencies in Banner Self-Service. Just look under the Student tab for course equivalencies. Then select your state and the college you attended. courses listed have already been approved for transfer credit. If you see a course that transfers over as XXX, that means that while they may transfer to ECU, you may need to work with your advisor to get those reevaluated by the department to see if they will count towards specific degree requirements. Also, if you do not see a course listed at all, it doesn't necessarily mean it won't transfer. It just means that, again, you may need to work with your advisor to get that course reevaluated by the department. Always consult your advisor with questions about transferring in courses. So how do you know when we have processed your AP scores or college transfer credit? You should look in Banner Self-Service under the Student tab for Student Records, then select your academic transcript. Here is an example of how AP credit and college level transfer credit will appear. As you can imagine, ECU receives a lot of transcripts, so we ask for your patience as our admissions and registrar's office staff work hard to process all of these. If you do not see your transcript updated by August 1st, please be sure to reach out to your academic advisor. Alrighty, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's talk about fall registration. As you saw from the sample four-year plan, the political science degrees are very flexible. It is recommended that you take both Polls 1010 National Government and Polls 2020 International Relations in the fall if you can. However, if one of those is closed, no worries. You can just take it in the spring. As long as you have at least one political science course in the fall, you will still be fine. As I mentioned earlier, it is not critical that you decide now whether you wish to pursue a BA or a BS, but if you already know, that's great. BA students can try starting their foreign language this fall if they want. Both BA and BS students should then add on any general education courses from any general education category. Let's look at math as an example. You can take either Math 1050, Explorations in Mathematics, or Math 2228, Elementary Statistics. There is no minimum SAT or ACT score needed for either of those math courses. Be sure to register for a minimum of 12 hours for full-time purposes. This impacts financial aid as well as your progression towards completing your degree in 4 years. Let's take a closer look at foreign language. We offer French, German, Ancient Greek, Japanese, Latin, Russian, and Spanish. American Sign Language is not considered a foreign language. Your BA degree requires foreign language through level 4. The first level, 1001, is for students who have no prior knowledge of a language. If you have prior knowledge, it would be to your benefit to take a placement test and possibly start at a higher level. Let's say you take the placement test and place into the third level of a language. You would then start with level 2003, and once you complete 2003, you would automatically receive placement credit for levels 1 and 2. You would then need to complete level 4, and your foreign language requirement would be complete in 2 semesters instead of 4. For this reason, we recommend students with prior knowledge in a language to start their language as soon as possible so you don't forget what you learned in high school. We offer online placement tests for French, German, and Spanish. Keep in mind, a test is required for Spanish, even if you want to start in the first level. For test information, visit www.ecu.edu/FOREIGN. Alrighty. You should have learned about the 40 hours of general education requirements in your orientation module, so now we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the specifics. The first category of general education courses I'd like to discuss are natural sciences. You must take at least 7 hours of natural sciences in order to graduate. One of those sciences must include a lab. This slide contains suggestions for all non-science majors. If you are interested in pursuing a health-related pre-professional program such as pre-med, pre-dental, pre-PA, pre-vet, pre-physical therapy, pre-pharmacy, then you will need to take different science courses not listed on this screen. please consult your advisor for further guidance on natural sciences. Next, let's talk about social sciences. You must complete at least 9 hours of social sciences to graduate, and 2 of those must be from different disciplines or areas. As you can see, there are a lot of options for you to choose from. We offer many courses in African and African American studies, anthropology, economics, ethnic studies, gender studies, geography, history, international relations, linguistics, planning, political science, psychology, and sociology. Because your major, political science, is a social science, your major courses can also count for this Gen Ed requirement. Keep in mind you do need at least one more course outside of political science as well. Also remember that not every course is offered every semester, so you'll need to check Banner Self-Service for course availability. You'll also notice some classes have a GD or a DD listed beside them in parentheses. This means they also count for your global diversity or domestic diversity credit, which is required for graduation. Our next categories of Gen Ed are humanities and fine arts. Students will need at least one humanity and at least one fine art, plus an additional humanity or fine art to complete this graduation requirement. That means you will take one humanity, one fine art, and then for your third class, you have a choice between the two. Students must take 9 hours total to graduate. The humanities include courses such as English literature, classical literature, foreign literature, history, religion, and philosophy. The fine arts category includes art appreciation, intro to dance, the enjoyment of music, jazz appreciation, and intro to theater, just to name a few. Alrighty, now that you know all of your options, it's time to register. Use your registration PIN of 082420 to register for the courses we just discussed. Remember to register for your priority courses first and then fill in the rest. Priority courses being Political Science 1010 and 2020. You have plenty of options. You can find step-by-step registration instructions on many places, including the peer website, the registrar's website, and our academic advising website listed on our first slide. We also have a page listing frequent problems you may encounter, so please refer to that. If you have further questions, please email your assigned academic advisor. Now here's some important reminders. Don't forget to register for a minimum of 12 hours for full-time billing purposes. And keep in mind that classes that are closed now may open up later as students change majors, adjust schedules, so keep checking Banner regularly throughout the summer. Check your ECU email daily, especially if you waitlist yourself in a course. And be sure to explore our academic advising website for more great resources, including links to your major department's homepage. And finally, get to know your undergraduate catalog, because your advisor will provide advice, but ultimately you are responsible for following the requirements in that catalog. Be sure to follow the virtual orientation schedule throughout the rest of summer so you can learn all about your major and maybe even a potential minor or double major. You'll also learn about the great resources available to you at ECU. Be sure to review your admissions checklist to make sure you have taken care of everything. And finally, always communicate with your academic advisor if you have any questions or concerns. We are here to help. Advisors will be assigned sometime after you complete your orientation and register for classes. You can view your advisor's name in PiratePort, Banner, or DegreeWorks. Your advisor will review your schedule and will send you an email to your ECU email account. As you can imagine, we have a lot of incoming freshmen, so your patience is appreciated. If you have a question that you feel is urgent and have not been assigned an advisor yet, please email our generic advising account, THCAS advising@ecu.edu with your name, Banner ID, intended major, and your question, and we will assist you. Have a great rest of your summer, and above all, stay safe. We can't wait to meet you this fall.